Alright guys, you were right, it was an April Fool's joke. About a week ago, we released the BBLI-1, the first humanoid robot for creators. With this project, we want to show you how you can use AI in your video production as a hybrid approach, combining real footage with AI-generated visuals. And in this video, we're going to show you exactly how we did it. First, we needed the idea. I've been watching a lot of these tech demos from companies like Tesla, Boston Dynamics, robots doing dishes, folding laundry, that kind of stuff. And they always had these really cool product demo videos, clean intro setups, cinematic CG visuals. And I thought, what if we did that for ourselves, but use AI for all the VFX? We thought that would be perfect for a fake product demo video with our own robot. So I took this idea and brought it into Claude. I use Claude a lot for this kind of thing. I gave it the concept and it built me a complete shot list, organized everything into shooting blocks and put together a rough storyboard, all in one go. And since we are not English speakers, I think you hear that we are from Switzerland, Claude was very helpful to generate us the scripts for the video that we can use for the talking head sections. What we also did in Claude, we generate all the prompts that we used later for the VFX. Now we had the concept, the scripts and the storyboard, but we still needed the robot, and that was actually harder than I expected. I had a clear image in my head how it should look, but it took many tries to get there. The robot you see in the final video looks completely different from that what I started with, but in the end we landed on this one and I love it. Now here's something really important if you want to do something similar. You need a character sheet. Not just one image of your robot or character, you need a full character sheet showing the front, the side, the back and detailed close-up shots. This makes a huge difference for the eye, because we had a scene where the robot is turning around or showing its back to the camera. If you have only one reference image, the eye has no idea what the back looks like and will just make something up, which usually looks completely different from your original character. So take the time to build a proper character sheet, it will save you a lot of pain later. So we had the robot, we had the storyboard, we had the shot list, time to shoot. We kept it pretty simple location-wise. Almost everything was shot in and around our studio here in Lucerne. For the outdoor scenes, we just went into the backyard, that's where all the B-roll stuff happened. Now here's the fun part. As you can see, I had to act as the robot. So literally I had to walk like a robot on set, because in post it would be replaced by the AI. That means the acting had to fit. Every movement, every pose had to make a sense for a humanoid robot. Since we weren't sure how well the AI could handle a lot of camera movement, we went mostly with locked-off shots and tripod shots. As you can see in the end, we had a couple of handheld shots in it and the AI handled that pretty well. So we wrapped the shoot and moved into post-production. Quick side note on the camera setup, because it's actually really important. We shot the whole video on the red Komodo X here with anamorphic lenses. When you're using AI as a VFX tool, the quality of your source footage really matters. Garbage in, garbage out. Use the best camera you have available. The red has a massive dynamic range and you can actually see the carryover into the AI-generated images. The AI picks up the quality of your footage and works with it. In the post-production, we edit the whole video first. The AI works with what you give it, so make sure you are happy with the look of the clips before you start. Once everything was color graded, we export the clips in 1080p. Your clips should be not longer than 10 seconds, so we cut and exported everything in short segments. I also did one extra step. I rendered out still frames from the clips, single image that I could bring into Higgsfield with NanoBanana 2 to create reference images of the robot in the exact right lighting and angle for each shot. And now comes the fun part and also slightly the annoying part. In Kling Omni you can upload your video clip as a driving video. So you bring in your clip and then you upload your reference image. In our case, the character sheet of the robot. Sometimes I also use a still image that I had generated in NanoBanana 2, where I had already replaced myself with the robot in the exact lighting of the shot. But honestly, in most cases that wasn't even necessary. Most of the time I just uploaded a character sheet and wrote a very simple prompt, and it means very simple, something like replace the man with the white shirt in the video 1 with the robot in the image 1, keep the rest of the image the same. That's it, no crazy prompt engineering. One shot that was a little different, where a scene where Andre is holding the robot head in his hands, that we had to replace a cardboard box. Maybe I have it here. So this one here, this is the robot head. And we had to replace that in exactly the same way we replaced me in the shot. So what we did for that, we built a separate character sheet only for the head, that the AI knows how the head looks from each side. And you can see Andre turning the head in his hand, and the AI replaced the cardboard box perfectly. And actually it was really incredible how AI handled that replacement with the head. I was really impressed how good that looked in his hand. It looks really real, that something that you can touch. For the next time, maybe we put a little bit more weight into the cardboard box, that it looks much more realer than it here. You can see definitely when he is holding the head, it's too lightweight. And we use the same cardboard technique. Let me show you what it is here. For the shot where we put in a CVAS card. So I cut it out here. I don't have it anymore here. I cut a hole in it, and then I put a card reader inside the cardboard box, and then I'm standing in front and putting the CVAS card. So that also works very, very well, as you can see in the shot. And this is one of my most favorite shots from the whole video. And for us, putting together all these shots with AI and real action footage, that made a lot of fun. And I really can recommend that you try it out. That's something pretty cool and pretty easy that you can do. You just need an idea. The only downside in this AI VFX workflow is the color consistency of the robot. You can see it change a little bit during the shots. If we had more time, we could have corrected that in the color grading in DaVinci. So the last piece of this puzzle were the fully robot CG shots, and we've done that completely in Hicksfield Cinema Studio, where we generated the image first in Nanobanana 2 with the reference frame, and after that we animate that. The image generation was actually pretty straightforward. The animation, on the other hand, was trickier. The AI doesn't always do exactly the movement you want, so you have to prompt it very carefully and be patient. And again, Claude was super helpful here for writing prompts. For Hicksfield, it just saves a lot of time. One of my favorite shots here is where the robots, the three one in this three color, come all together and we have this dolly out. That's pretty cool. If you are a filmmaker, videographer, you know all these words from like film grain, you know, dolly movement, dolly in, dolly out, camera, tilt and pan, and you can use that word for your prompt. So what I write it down here was just dolly out, and you see at the end you have this dolly out movement, and that's pretty cool and really like that. Honestly, I think this is a huge game changer for filmmakers and videographers. I mean, the ability to generate high quality images and animations that actually match your live action footage, especially for commercials, indie films, short films. This opens up a completely new level of production. I think AI is not replacing filmmakers. It's giving us a new tool, and this project is the proof. So if you haven't tried something like that, to use AI in your video production, and you are a filmmaker, videographer, content creator, and you're interested to use AI in your production, then try these techniques out. Go out and shoot, experiment. So if you have any questions about the video, the tools, the techniques that we use, or anything else, drop them down in the comments below. If you want to see more of these stuff and more of our production workflows, hit subscribe. And thank you very much for watching, and I hope we see you in the next one.